Welcome to Oracle SQL and PLSQL session. Let us start our today's session. In our previous session, we have started with PLSQL Introduction. So if you take PLSQL, so we do have two different blocks. One is anonymous block, other one is named block. So anonymous block will not have any names. It will not be stored. Okay, it will not be stored in the database. The named blocks will have a name and it will be stored as an object in the database. You can compile one time and execute multiple times. So that is the usage of these stored procedures. Okay, so we do have four different procedures. We have procedures, functions, packages, and triggers. We will see these concepts later. Okay, so first we will complete all the anonymous block, and then we'll go for the named blocks. So whenever we are going to write any anonymous block or procedure or function, so this is what you need to have. So anonymous block means we have to execute this one manually. Okay, so every time we need to execute it, it will not be stored as an object in the database. But named blocks, so compile once, execute multiple times. So that's a concept. So here we have declaration part, and begin and end. So within the begin and end, you can write the executable statement, and within that you can write exception handling. Okay, it's like a try catch block. You can see in another environments, right? Another languages. Same way we have, this is executable statement. If any exception is happening, we can handle it in the exception handling block. So if you take any anonymous block, begin and end will be a mandatory one. This exception will be optional one, and declaration also it's an optional one. So very simple statement if you want to write simple anonymous block. So this is begin and end. Within that, I do not have any variable to declare. So that's why I'm not declaring here. So just I'm writing. I do not have even exception handling also. So we have seen different anonymous block, how to write it. So how to assign a value. Okay. So in PLSQL, if you want to assign a value, you have to go for assignment operator, colon equal. That is the assignment operator. So whenever you want to assign a value, you have to assign this way only. So we have seen, so what is assignment operator? So what is the use of this decimal point, right? So how to assign the values and how to make it like a constant, how to make it like a ordinal declaration part. So everything we have seen. I have given all the statements. I hope you have seen all this, right? So how to write select statement in PLSQL statement, right? So in PLSQL block, if you want to write a select statement, you can write the select statement by using into, right? So into keyword. So into is nothing but like a local variable. So without variable, you cannot write any select statement in PLSQL. This select statement should take only one record to store. So if this particular select statement is selecting more than one record, then this will not be executed. You need to go for either you have to go for cursor or you have to go for bulk collect. So those concepts you will see later. And we have seen DML operations. We have seen select operations, DRL, okay, or DML. This is also sometimes we'll call it as DML. And we have seen insert statement, update statement, and delete statement. How can I write inside the PLSQL block? Same thing, we can do it in the forthcoming sessions also. So we'll be writing, okay, same select statement, insert, update, delete. So anything you can write in the named blocks as well. So we will see later. Then now we will go to the next concept. I hope you are clear. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me through chat. So I will answer your questions, okay? Say for an example here, I have one table. You assume that I have one table. I'm going to create one table. Simply, I'm just create table name, open bracket, customer ID. Then this is number data type. I can give some 8-digit number. Customer name is varchar2 of some 40 or 30, whatever it may be. And then I'm writing some date of birth. It's a date column and customer mobile number. Okay. Mobile number. It's a number data type, number of 10 digit, and then city. Okay. It's a varchar 2 of 30 or 40. So I have done everything. I have executed. Table has been created and I'm going to insert the data. How can I insert? Insert into customer values, customer ID. Okay, some customer ID, customer name. I can use some customer name, customer date of birth. So date of birth I have to use. So how can I use? You have to use 2_date. You have to mention this. So what is the format we are writing? So you have to mention the same way you have to write the format. Say for an example, I'm writing in this way, single quotes, again single quotes, say mm/dd/yyyy. This way I'm writing. That's it. Okay, this is date column. So whenever we are inserting a date, so we have to mention the format, right? So mobile number. So some 10-digit mobile number, I'm going to insert it, and city. So it's a varchar, right? So always varchar should be in the single quotes. We have already seen this. Just you can insert it. One row got inserted, and I'm just inserting one more. So whatever the number of rows you want to insert, you can insert it. Okay, so different customers I'm inserting, you assume that. Okay, so just I have changed the names and yeah, I'm going to insert it. It's a DD, right? Okay, so DD you can put any date. So I'm going to insert these two records. Inserted, and I'm going to commit it. So always make sure that you are committing it. Okay, so commit. So how many records are there in the table? 3 records are there in the table. Select star from customer. You can see 3 records are there in the table. So here you may ask question. Yes, I have already explained this. But if you're asking this, okay, how it is showing in this format, we are making 1982 in this format only, right? So how it is taking in this format? See, it is taking the date in this format only. In the database, it will take in this format only. But the SQL developer is showing you the data in this format. If you want to check it, you have to use toChar function to select it. Okay. So what we are going to do, we need to take the mobile number of each customer inside the PLSQL block. We have to display. So how can I display? Say for an example, if I'm going to give the customer ID, then I have to display the mobile number. I have to give customer ID as the input. How can I write the query? Sorry, how can I write the PLSQL statement? So first you have to go for begin and end, right? See, the requirement is if I'm going to give customer ID as the input, it should display the mobile number. So how can I write? Begin. So whenever you are writing begin, so start with end. So begin and end. Within the begin and end, you need to select the mobile number, right? You have to select the mobile number. Select mobile underscore number. You have to use into. So into variable mobile underscore number. I'm just using in this way mobile number. Then from customer table. Can I write this way? No, we have to write where class, right? So where class, where customer ID equal to, you have to give some customer ID. Say for an example, I'm giving hard coded value. But if you want, you can make some ampersand customer ID. You can put customer ID here. Okay, it will ask. So what is the customer ID you want to have? So just I want to declare here, right? I'm going to use declare. And inside I can get so whatever this variable I'm going to use here. It's a number data type. So number of 10 digit I'm using and it will take. So I'm going to print here, right? So how can I print? dbms underscore output dot put underscore line bracket the mobile number, right? We can mention this mobile number is single quotes. Then I can put the concatenation. So what is the mobile number? You have to print this mobile number, right? Yes. So just I'm taking. So I'm going to run this. So will it run? So what is the output? You will get it here. So DBMS output, right? You have to open the DBMS output. You can open it from here. Go to view DBMS output. You can click on the plus symbol just to connect to the HR schema. It has been connected. So now I'm going to execute it. If I'm executing, then it will display the mobile number of this particular customer. It should display this mobile number here, right? You can see here. Yes. The procedure is successfully completed. Mobile number of the customer is this one. It is displaying. Okay. It's correct. It's your code is running fine. Even if it is a procedure or function or whatever it may be, today your code is running. But think about after some times later, the customer in this particular table, they want to change the mobile number like with some data type. Okay, some character data type plus 91 hyphen some. So I have to put some character data type. I have to use this way plus 91 hyphen the mobile number. So like 10-digit mobile number I have to write it. So how can I get this value? How can I use this? You assume that in the customer table. So how can I modify the mobile number? I have to, previously it is number of 10. After that I have to change it to varchar 2. How can I do it? Any idea? So what is the code I have to write? Alter table name, right? Alter modify. Can I write it directly? Alter table name, customer, modify. What is the column number? Mobile number, varchar 2 of 40. So it has the data in the table. So we cannot run this, right? So column to be modified must be empty to change the data type. Yes, it should be empty. So what we can do now? So how can I create a backup table? Create table. We will move the data to backup. Okay. So we will do in this way, customer backup. So I'm just recollecting all this information to you. Okay. So we have already seen these topics already. Multiple times we have seen, but one more time, I'm just recollecting. So we will take we can do this way, or you can go for renaming the table. So we can just rename. Okay, rename customer table to customer backup. So just I'm renaming. Oh, sorry, we should not use, since if you have PLSQL code, you should not use Control Enter. Select it and execute. Table has been renamed. So if you go and execute, this statement will not be executed. Why? Because you do not have customer table. So this table I'm going to create with varchar 2 data type now. Okay, I have renamed. I'm going to create the table with varchar 2 data type. Say for an example, varchar 2 of some 20. Varchar 2 of 20. I'm just writing. Okay. So I have changed it. So what I should do now? Insert into customer. Insert into customer. Select star from customer backup, right? Select, execute. 3 rows got inserted. After inserting, what should I do? So commit. So commit it, and no need to have this. Even if you see this, if you want plus 91, you assume that I want plus 91 for this particular column. So if you go and check in this table, customer table, there won't be any plus 91, right? But I need plus 91. So how can I take plus 91 here. I need plus 91 for this. So what I will do, I will truncate the table. I will truncate the customer table. One more time I will do you. Customer, I will truncate. Okay. Customer table, I'll truncate all the data. That's it, we have erased. So we are going to insert it. So insert it. While selecting, you need the plus 91 for all the records, right? So you select customer ID, customer name, comma, date of birth, comma, you need mobile number. So mobile number, you need plus 91, right? So you have to use single quotes, plus 91 hyphen single quotes, concatenation, mobile underscore number, correct? Comma, city. See, this way you have to select it. So if you do have select this way, if you run this particular select statement, it should select with plus 91 for all the records. Even if you put case statement, for an example, you have something like country here, based on the country, you have to add the code. Okay, if it is country India, you have to add plus 91. If it is USA plus 1, if it is any other country, based on the country, you have to add it. So this way I'm going to insert it. If I'm going to insert it, 3 row got inserted, and you can commit it. You can check the customer table. It has the data type with varchar2 data type, right? Okay. So you assume that your source team has changed the data type. So now you are going to run the same PLSQL code. What will happen? Will it run? I didn't change anything on the PLSQL code, right? So will it run? Any idea? If I'm going to run, it will not run. So what is the error you are getting? So what is the error you are getting? So something like PLSQL numeric or value error, character to number conversion error. Something we are getting this type of error in PLSQL code. So why we are getting it? Previously it was running fine, our code, but after the base table changes, it is not running. See, to avoid this kind of issue, right? So if you are changing any data type, always don't hard code the values in the PLSQL blocks. So do not hard code. If you are selecting any columns from the table, do not hard code this data type. What you can do, you can use percentage type. So always you have to make. So what is the schema name? So what is the schema name? HR schema. So normally we will write schema name dot table name, base table. Okay, base table name, percentage type. So which column it is? We have to use mobile underscore number, percentage type. So this way you have to use. Okay, so mobile number alone we are using. Percentage type means it will take the data type of mobile number column from the base table. Got it? So we are not defining any data type. If the base table has data type, say for an example, what is this one? This is our PLSQL block. This is our base table. So previously the mobile number here we have defined as mobile number. Here we have defined as number data type in the base table. So we just selected this number data type here. So we have seen what is the data type of mobile number in the base table. The same data type we have used in our PLSQL block for this. Same number data type, number of 10 we have used. So our code is running fine, but they have changed from number to varchar2, they have changed. So because of this changes, our code is not running, right? What should I do now? Okay, so that is why don't take the data type as it is from here. So don't take it. So you inform PLSQL block whatever the data type of this particular column we have. So that data type, you take it from here. Okay, the column name, percentage type, column name, percentage type. If it is one single column, yes, you can use percentage type. If you are going to take multiple columns, that is our entire, all the columns you are going to have. Okay, 10 columns you have. No need to mention 10 times. You can mention percentage row type. So entire row, we are taking all the data type of entire record. So that is your percentage row type. Percentage row type. So entire data, the entire record data types, we are retrieving from the base table to PLSQL block. So I hope you are clear now. So if I'm going to run now, it should be executed. See, it is running, correct? Previously, it was not running. After changing that, it is running. So I hope you are clear. So what is the use of this percentage type? Always they will be writing percentage type. What is the difference between type and row type? See, type means only one column you are taking. One column data type you are taking from the base table. So that is percentage type. Percentage row type means all the column values. Say for an example, how many columns are there in the table? How many columns are there in the table? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, all the columns I have to take. Should I mention 5 times this way? No need to do this. You can go for simply you can mention a table name percentage row type. No need to mention that column name. You can go for row, row type. Okay. So percentage row type, you can use it. So this way, if you are using, then it will take all the columns data types. Okay. So how can I write that? I will take percentage row type. You have to mention percentage row type. This way you have to mention. Okay. So percentage row type. So this way, see what is the you can mention entire table, right? So no need to mention one particular column. So you can mention, okay, so entire table B underscore customer. Then if I want to write it, you can put select star into this one. So I'm not writing any one column. I'm taking all the columns into V customer. This from customer where customer ID. Always you have to take only one record only. You should not take more than one. But after that, if you want to go for, you want mobile number or you want to have some customer name, you want to make it the customer name. Yes. You want to print the customer name. Yes, you can put customer dot this variable name dot cust name, right? Yes, you have to mention this way. And if you need date of birth, any other column. Okay, so if you have 10 columns, yes, you can mention all the 10 columns here. Customer date of birth is, if I'm going to execute. So here I'm not using only one column. Here I'm using all the columns. Then I'm using, see here, it has taken all the columns, right? So this will have entire row data types. Clear on this? This variable now, it will have entire tables data types. So this way you have to practice percentage type, percentage row type. If any PLSQL statement in the real-time project, any procedure or any functions, you can write anywhere. Okay. Procedure also will have the declaration part. Function also will have it. So there, if you want to write it, yes, this way you can write percentage row type, percentage type. So if you go to real-time project, definitely they'll be writing percentage type, percentage row type. So that time don't get surprised. So this is what they are taking the data from the base table data type.